Again, my daily practice that I'm offering is writing. So I'm going to share with you what I wrote today. How do we face death? This essential question shapes how we live. I have learned from many of you how you bridge the gap of death by connecting with the wisdom of our ancestors. Many traditions teach about heaven or paradise in the world to come. Some even look forward to the release from our world of suffering. I'm not sure what I believe. Questions and doubts abound. For me, especially when the death is tragic, and even more so when it isn't caused by human evil. The worst is when it is a child who dies from disease. How do we make sense of such a world that has the potential for such pain? I need to ask these questions about death. I throw myself against the mystery of life. I constantly dash conventional responses against this impenetrable wall. The more certain the answer, the easier it chatters against the questions. Like Job's friends, quote unquote, who offer apologetics to his suffering, claiming to know all of the answers. I do have a relationship with God, but it is a relationship of questioning and struggle as much as gratitude and awe. By naming this unknowable mystery of existence and its absence as God, or God's intentional creation, I form a personal relationship with God. The Hebrew name for God that was revealed to Moses at the burning bush is being. Yud-He, Vav-He. I will be what I will be, sent you to free the Israelites from slavery. This engagement in and with a personal, purposeful relationship gives my questions direction. So returning to death. I don't get it. I don't explain it. Yet it is also a familiar companion with whom I'm getting closer. How about personifying it even more as the angel of death? Is this a fearful being or familiar friend? I know I don't want to die. I love this world even with all of its unexplainable pain. Before I address the death that is threatening our world and claiming lives through the virus, I have to acknowledge my people's legacy of intimately knowing mass death through the extermination of 1/3 of our people in the Shoah, the utter calamity of the Holocaust. This shattered the absolute sanctity of life, relationship with humanity, and with God. As Jews, we are putting these fragments back together to redefine how we are in the world. This is an especially challenging project now that we are in a position of power vis-a-vis the Palestinian people. Our communal, historical, political, and moral existence is constantly attenuated, begging for relief and redemption. It is with this sensitivity and awareness of mass suffering and death that I turn to the victims of COVID-19. I don't know your personal stories well yet. We will try to make sense of this destruction by honoring your lives. The first baby who died in Chicago a couple days ago, the 92-year-old Holocaust survivor. While I appreciate the media is honoring the confidentiality of the lives of those who have died, let us honor those who especially in our immediate community who have died. This is the only way to preserve our human dignity and value in the face of death. So I conclude with the traditional Jewish prayer of Kaddish recited on behalf of our loved ones who have died. I'm going to recite it in the traditional Aramaic and Hebrew, and then translate it phrase by phrase. And you'll see that it's really a traditional praise of God and affirmation of life. And when I say this prayer, I say it with pain, and I think that's the purpose. In fact, I wrote, but I'm not going to read after each phrase, my own commentary of pain and hurt that I put out into the world as I'm affirming life and magnifying God. Again, that's how I relate to death, to mystery, to God. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei rabbah. The great name will be magnified and sanctified. Be'alma divrah chiruteh. In this world that was created by your will. V'yamlich malchuteh. And your kingship shall reign. B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael b'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. In our lives and our days and in the life of the entire house of Israel, quickly and soon, and let us say amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'me'el maya. May the great name be blessed forever and into eternity. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitumam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudusha b'richu. The sacred name will be blessed, be praised, be glorified, be exalted, be elevated, be beautified, be raised, and be worshipped. Blessed is the one. Yehi shlam rabba min shmaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May complete peace from heaven come so there shall be life upon us and all of Israel, and say amen. Oseh shalom b'romav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. The one who makes peace in the heights, make peace over us and over all of Israel. And I'll add, and over all the inhabitants of our earth. And let us say, amen.